Well, good morning, my friends. This is Brenda's Thrifted Decor and DIY. Woo, happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Happy middle of the week day. Happy halfway through it day. Hello, you all, and good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I am actually up and at it this morning. I have dropped my granddaughter off at school. I went into the grocery store to pick up a couple things that I'm gonna make today for I believe it's gonna be for my lunch. I got something, for you all today, just to share with me here on part of my day. I mentioned yesterday on my video that I need to clean those two chairs. There's two dining chairs that I am doing a DIY. Well, actually, I am delegating out the DIY test to others, but it's going to be a project that I am putting together. The chairs are actually dump die. For you all that are new to my channel, I picked them up on a dump pile. So they cost me nothing. They were in pretty bad shape. They had been rained on some. So my friend, who is a interior decorator, she is going to replace the cushions and make them fresh. She's going to put all nice foam in them and recover them for me. And then my son, and the reason I'm getting my son to do the spray painting for me is because he is a pro at spray painting. He can make that stuff look like it was right off the showroom floor. So, and I'm not a great spray painter at all. I make a hot mess out of spray painting. So I'm gonna get him to do that for me. So the first thing I need to do, though, because as I mentioned yesterday, after my friend took the cushions off, oh my God, these chairs were just like really dirty and dusty and just need a really good cleanup. So I'm going to be doing that today, and I want y'all to come along with me for that. And then this afternoon, I got to pick my granddaughter, another granddaughter, my 5-year-old. I'm helping out my son and his wife because they both work. And rather than them having to get off work trying to figure it out because they have to get her from daycare by a certain time. So I said, well, I'm retired. I can help out at least 2 days a week. So I have Tuesdays and Wednesdays to pick her up. The daycare bus picks her up from school. And then I go to the daycare to get her before they reach the time that the cutoff time. So I'm helping them out with that. So, and I have something very special for you all today. I am going to be inviting you in the kitchen as I cook up my lunch. And guess what I am going to be making today, you all? I'm going to be doing my famous vegetable fried rice. And I'm going to also make me some hot wings, my own hot wings, my homemade hot wings. And I'm so excited. That's what I was here at the grocery store doing, getting all the stuff that I need in order to put that meal on the stove. So you all come with me on this Wednesday and let's have a good old time. Because you know why? Because this is the day that the Lord has made, and we're gonna rejoice and be glad and be happy and have fun in it. All right, you all, come on with me. Hey y'all, well, I am back home. I went to 2 grocery stores. I told you earlier that I went to Publix, picked up a few packages there, and then I went to another store because I needed some meat. I needed to put some meat in my freezer. So I went to a grocery store chain called Kroger. Now, Kroger is more widespread across the country than Publix. So you may be very familiar with Kroger, but I like to go there. I don't do a lot of shopping at Kroger because here's the thing. I prefer Publix, and I know a lot of people say that Publix is just too expensive, this and that. Well, here's the reason that I like shopping at Publix, because they are consistent. All of their food is always fresh. The stores are always clean, immaculately clean. Things are, I'm all about aesthetics. If it has to be pleasing to my eye. If I go in a store and it's junky and things are just arranged in a disarray, boxes all out of the aisle, all kinds of stuff going on that, oh my God, I cannot do chaos. And Publix, you never have to worry about chaos. The meat is always fresh. The vegetables always are fresh. The fruit, everything you get from Publix is going to be consistently fresh. And that's why I don't mind paying a little extra to get the kind of things that I desire. So, here's the thing about Kroger. Kroger does a really good job with their meat. I didn't even know until I was in there one day shopping, and I realized, but you know what? Their meat is a lot cheaper than other grocery stores, and it's good fresh meat. So I kind of go there when I want to stock up on meat. Sometimes I don't do a lot of different types of meat. Mostly when I do meat, it's chicken, ground turkey. Sometimes, every now and then, I might do ground beef. I may do turkey wings sometimes. Every now and then, I treat myself to a good steak. If I'm going to do a steak, I generally would get that from Publix. But it's every now and then. The last time I tried to buy a steak, it was almost like taking a mortgage out on a house. But I'm going to go ahead though, you all. I'm just going to show you what I was able to find today between Kroger and Publix. I'm going to separate the bags between the two stores. I didn't get a whole lot from Publix, so it's only like a couple of bags. So these are my 3 Publix bags. As I mentioned earlier, today for my lunch, I am actually going to be doing a vegetable fried rice. And I am going to be doing my famous buffalo wings. So Publix, I went ahead and got the ingredients that I'm going to be needing today in order to do the fried rice. So what I was able to pick up, I have my mixed vegetables with the carrots, green peas, corn, it looks like green beans in there. I did do some bean sprouts. I went ahead and got 2 of the bags of the mixed vegetables. My granddaughter loves black beans, so I just got her 3 cans of black beans. I love these pop-off tops where you just pop it off as opposed to having to pull out the can opener, electric can opener. I typically do brown rice. I very seldom cook with white rice, but I went ahead and but I like to do my fried rice with white rice. So I bought a bag of purple rice. I needed some gloves, so when I clean off those chairs. Got some broccoli. So that is pretty much what I picked up from Publix. Okay, so this is what I picked up from Kroger. I needed some more cornmeal, so I found this. I've never used this brand before, but I said, well, you know what, it was a little bit cheaper, so, you know, it's cornmeal. I picked up some tortilla strips for my granddaughter for her tacos. Now I'm going to show you the meat. So they had a pretty nice amount on sale today. And as I said, I needed the wings. I usually buy the whole wings and then I chop them in half myself, because a lot of times the ones that are already, the drumettes that are already cut in half, those things could be expensive. So I said, you know what, I can chop my own wings in half and chop off that little tip. But I found this pack of wings for $5.85. Not bad, because wings can get very expensive. And this one was reduced to $5.64. Fresh meat. You know, I'm a one about smelling meat, and it's very fresh. Kroger does a very good job. You know, not only do they do a good job with the prices, but it's usually good and fresh meat. And then they had these beef patties, 2 nice sized beef patties, and these were like $5.29. Make me some good old hamburgers out of these. I wish my grill was working. They had the ground turkey. This ground turkey was on sale for, I forget what the price was, but it wasn't even $4 per pack. And because of the fact that it was on such a good sale, I went ahead and got 2 packs of the ground turkey. And I used this for my granddaughter's spaghetti, meatloaf, anything that I cook that would typically call for ground beef, I substituted with ground turkey. A lot of people like ground chicken. I haven't become a big fan of ground chicken. Tell me down in the comment section if you use ground chicken and what you think of it. I think I've used it a couple times, but it just doesn't seem to have that much flavor to it. So this is what I like getting from, I don't really buy, because I don't typically eat a lot of like dark meat, like thighs. I'll eat the drumsticks. I do wings and I do chicken breast. I don't do a lot of thighs, so I wind up buying a lot of drumsticks. So I like Kroger because they have these big packs of drumsticks and they're only $5. Can you see that? That's not bad for a huge pack of drumsticks. And I went ahead and, because I know that I'm going to be needing more meat, instead of going back and forth to the store, I just went ahead and got 2 packs of the drumsticks. And it wasn't a whole lot that I picked up, but I did have one more thing over here. I needed the buffalo sauce for the wings. So I went ahead and got the buffalo wing sauce. Look, I like the hot and spicy stuff, but I didn't see the hot one. It had mild and medium. Man, I love spicy stuff. Tell me y'all what y'all think about how spicy can you go? Now, I can go spicy. I just can't go real hot. Now, when you start talking about those big old hot, those hot habanero jalapenos, those real hot ones. Now, I can do myself some jalapenos, but when it starts getting crazy hot, there's one called Insane. No, I can't do the Insane, but I can do hot though. But that is pretty much what I got from Kroger on today. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start my rice. I'm going to put my rice in this will be my rice for my, for my fried rice. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the rice cooker and let it be cooking. And while my rice, because, once you start stir frying all of your vegetables and getting that ready, you need to have that rice ready, right away, because you're going to start mixing it up together. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rice on in the rice cooker. And while it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get those chairs cleaned off. And once I clean the chairs off, the rice should be done because it doesn't take that long. Then I'll come back in and I'll start cutting up my vegetables like my onions and my bell pepper, and start stir frying in my wok and getting the vegetables ready to mix up with my rice. I'm so excited because I am hungry. With my drumsticks, I break them down about 4 or 5 drumsticks per freezer bag. So that way when I get ready to do my dinner, I can just pull out a bag. Sage and I usually don't need, because she might eat 1. I might eat 2. And usually if I do 4 or 5, that's enough for 2 meals for us. So I'm going to divide those up a little bit later on. And we're going to get the show on the road. All right, y'all. I'll be back with you shortly. I'm going to go ahead and just put my stuff up. So I have my, I've already washed my wings, and I did it with vinegar. I need to get some more. I had just enough to wash them. And so I'm going to go ahead and put these to the side for now. Since I was dealing with meat on my cutting board, I went ahead and turned it upside down so I don't use the same side when I'm cutting up other food to do any kind of cross contamination. So I'm gonna put these in my bowl. I'm gonna give them a little rinse real quick. Another rinse. Never can rinse too much. So I'm turning my cutting board over to the opposite side so I can start cutting up my onions and bell pepper. I think the only thing that I need to cut up is just onion and bell pepper. I had just enough bell pepper. So I showed you my bags of mixed vegetables with the peas, the carrots, and I think there were some green beans or corn or whatever that was in there. And then I'm going to use onion, bell pepper, and broccoli, and I'm going to do a stir fry. So I have my wok that I'm going to saute my vegetables. I'm just going to spray the wok. And what I'm going to start off doing is getting the broccoli, the onions and bell pepper. I'm going to get that I'm going to start sauteing them, and then I'm going to put in my mixed vegetables once I get this part sauteed. So let me go ahead and get that. I'm going to spray my pan because I don't want it to have a lot of oil in it, in the vegetables. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use a little bit of this olive oil, not a lot. Basically put enough in here to cover the bottom of the pan. And while that's getting hot, I'm going to also scramble 2 eggs. Set that to the side. I'm going to add some of the bean sprouts. And I'm just doing about a handful. If you like bean sprouts, you can do them as many or as less as you want, or none at all. I'm going to add this whole bag. And do not add water to this because we're sauteing. So don't add any water to it. I'm going to add just a little bit more olive oil. I'm kind of just doing it as needed. I'm getting this skillet right here ready to scramble my egg. And because we're going to be adding soy sauce to this once I mix the rice in, you don't want to put a lot of seasoning in it because you don't want it to be too salty. But you can just do it to taste. Once you kind of get your soy sauce all mixed in. I'm going to push that back a little bit. You want to take your scrambled egg, mix it in. I'm going to turn my heat down real low. I'm going to let my vegetables get good and done. My broccoli is still just a little crunchy. I'm going to go ahead and season up my wings. And I'm just going to do them with some pepper and a little bit of seasoning salt. And I'm going to flour them just a little bit. I'm not going to drench them in flour. I'm just going to do flour just a little bit. Just lightly flouring them. I'm going to go ahead and start adding my rice. So it's all done in my rice cooker. I have my rice, and then now I'm just going to add some margarine. I'm just dashing in some seasoning to taste. Check on the chicken. Okay, let's get back to our rice. So now we're going to just mix it all up together. So before I start putting my soy sauce in here, I'm going to prepare my pan that I'm going to put my chicken in to drain. And with soy sauce, you basically do it to taste however you like it. For me, that's enough soy sauce. Because like I said, I don't like to get mine, the soy sauce have a lot of, it brings a lot of salt with it. Now that I have my drumettes all drained, it's time to go ahead and toss them in my buffalo wing sauce. Now, here's the deal. Sage, my granddaughter, 9 years old, she's not going to touch this. Not only, her favorite wings are lemon pepper. She doesn't do too well with the buffalo. Sometimes, just depending on maybe she might do maybe a barbecue or a teriyaki, but she's not going to do the buffalo. So what I'm going to do, there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I like flats. 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do, let's say, 7. I'll save her a few pieces. I'm going to go ahead and do, yeah, I think 7 is enough. Because I would like to taste them without the sauce on them too. So I'm going to go ahead and take my shake it up some more. You could just do as much as you want. Start with that. I'm going to put just a little tap. Okay. Well, I am starving. I cannot wait to dig into this vegetable fried rice and buffalo wings, buffalo hot wings. Ooh, I hope you all enjoyed watching me cook it. Let me go ahead and get a taste test. So good. Restaurant style. Chinese restaurant style. Oh. Oh my goodness, y'all, this is so good. Taste one of the wings. Excuse me for licking my fingers. That is so good. That was so good. and they're spicy. Just like I like them. So I'm going to sit here before it's time for me to pick my granddaughter up from school and enjoy this. She is going to be so excited. That chickaroo love fried rice. When she get home from school, she is going to be so excited to see her little couple of pieces of fried chicken and vegetable fried rice. I cannot wait for her to get home. So you all, I'm going to sit here and enjoy my meal. Thank you so much for spending this Wednesday with me as I got those chairs cleaned up so I can take them to my son today so he can go ahead and get them painted. Hopefully, he's on the road. He's a truck driver, so he probably won't get a chance to do them until the weekend, but at least they will be there when he gets home. If you enjoyed spending this day with me while I was cooking, give me a thumbs up. Leave your comment and let me know what you think about my vegetable fried rice and my buffalo hot wings. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. But right now, you all, I'm getting ready to get my grub on. So I'm going to say bye to y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, Thursday. Let's eat. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.